suffocating yourself and blaming everyone. Oh, this person made me to believe this pattern. This person is suffocating me. This person put the pattern in me. This person is torturing me. You blame everyone around the world other than taking the responsibility and completing and getting out of it. And I have also seen people waste their time, money, treasure, the life, talent, everything in stupid sicknesses. Actually, there won't be sickness. It is just obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern becomes so deep in their system. Even they started lying to themselves. They lie to themselves so strongly, they manifest, they create diseases inside. Actually, there is no disease outside. But if you tell them, they won't listen. Actually, they don't have any disease. But if you tell them, they won't listen. So I will also tell, okay, give medical care, do whatever they want. Only when they realize the Guru Vak, they will get out of the disease. I tell you, I have made thousands of people achieve liberation, enlightenment itself, just by breaking this one pattern, just by breaking this one pattern. Obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern. Same way, I have made millions walk out of their diseases, including cancers, just by giving Bhasma, sacred ash, and helping them to walk out of this obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern. I have seen how people create delusions, suffocation, suffering, torture themselves and others with this obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern. I tell you, if you break from this pattern, you will start living in Anandamaya Kosha. Most of the time, your laziness is obsessive, compulsive behavior. Your irritation, anger, hunger, almost everything which suffocates you, binds you, is obsessive, compulsive disorder, reactionary pattern. When I give a Guru Vak, I'll precisely put my hand on that only. See, only one Guru Vak, Bhagavan Reddy obeyed. I gave him one Guru Vak, stop watching movie. That's it. He asked me, can I watch this movie, that movie? I'll stop Telugu movie, but can I watch this devotion? I said, nothing doing. Stop watching. And I tell you, not only the wealth, the kind of a success, fulfillment, everything he is enjoying now is just because he obeyed that one Guru Vak. Just only one Guru Vak. And I know within next few years he will become billionaire. Not just millionaire, billionaire. Just listen. I'm telling you the success stories of how breaking from your obsessive, compulsive, reactionary behavior liberates you, makes you feel success in the life. Whether your hunger, anger, fear, sex, violence, guilt, all powerlessness is your obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern. Same way I can give you the other side. How when people don't understand, their whole life is destroyed. One fellow, he was even brahmachari in the Kailasa, in Adi Kailash, in Indian Sangha. His name is Vishnu Bharani. I'm telling the name because no other way. Only if I tell the name, you guys will understand. His father was a great devotee, very sincere devotee. He came and cried to me that his son is behaving very weird and somehow to heal him. So I studied his whole energy, father's energy and son's energy. Father has done some crime in his life. That karma is following him. And that has become like a demon possessing him. And that same thing is happening to his son. Because he's a great devotee, he somehow started strongly connecting with me. I decided to save him. I said, all right, let him be here. I told the son, that Vishnu Bharani, let him be here. I will heal him. And you be away from him. I don't want both of you together. So I sent the father back home and he was here in the ashram. He slowly started settling. That ghost, bipolar, started healing and he started getting healed and settled. But this stupid fellow, the moment he is healed and he becomes all right, his arrogance comes up and says, I'm going. He ran away. I said, all right, what can I do? But after a few days, he realized, being in the hometown, I think he's from Ooty, he was not able to maintain his health physically, mentally. He collapsed and he came back. His father also came and cried to me. I said, all right, let him be here. I forgave and I accepted him back. Again, after some time, he started beating others. I said, now what can be done? And Adinavasis came and started complaining to me. Oh, he is beating, he is behaving abusively, he is attacking all of us. I told him, don't do this. Be polite. I told all the Adinavasis also, just support him, it's okay, he's possessed and he will become all right. He was in Madurai that time, Madurai SSJP. I was not physically there with him. So I told it will take little time for him to get healed. Just tolerate and support him, treat him, feel him that he is a patient and just support him. But that fellow has become so arrogant, he called his father. I told the father, hey, listen, both of you have that same ghost. And both of you are not understanding. If you guys are together, be very clear, one will kill the other. Unfortunately, both of them are not ready to listen. That reactionary, obsessive, compulsive reactionary pattern, the ghost, the karma of his crimes has taken over them so powerfully. He took the son and both of them went. I tell you, maybe within few months, I clearly warned them. Both of you will kill each other. Actually, father died. I told him, see, both of you, the kind of energy you guys carry, you will trigger each other just by your presence with each other. In Hindu tradition, we have a great science called Jyotisha. That science is given for this purpose only. You can see what kind of energies run, what kind of traits run in that person and guide them. I told so much, but both of them, when they were possessed, both of them thought, I am asking the son to be in the ashram to make him work for me. Stupid fellow. He neither contributed nor worked. What a possessed fellow can work? And he's beating everyone around. I told the others to tolerate him. Finally, the father died just by the pressure created by the son. He had a heart attack and died. Not only that, immediately when I came to know that father died, the son realized what I said is true and he begged me, save me, save me. I said, all right, at least now come back to Rajapalayam Adinam. You be alone. Just be there doing some Goseva, all that. Settle down. But unfortunately, his arrogance, he did not come. Now he has actually become mad. Not only became mad, few days before he is sending me the message. You hand over the whole Sangha to me. I want to go for Parivraj Yatra with the whole Sangha and you take rest. I thought, oh God. And then after a few days he's messaging. Everyone around me thinks, he is messaging that everyone around him thinks that he has gone mad. And he is afraid others are going to kill him. Now itself I am putting it on record. Be very clear. I am putting it on record. Still he is not killed. I am telling you, either he will kill others and go to jail, or he will be killed, or he will commit suicide. No other way. Because it has gone out of my hand. Nobody can save him. Nobody can save him. Even if we give a separate ashram for him, he doesn't want to stay. That karma in the form of ghost has taken over him. His obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern is so strong now. Nobody can save him. Now I put this on record in public. Any one of you try to reach out to him and tell him, educate him, you can't save. He won't listen. Either he will kill someone and go to jail, or he will commit suicide, or somebody will kill him. Because when he tries to attack and tries to kill someone, naturally they will, for self-defense, they will kill him. Unfortunate. Knowingly we can't save people. Obsessive compulsive behavior pattern is too dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Yesterday I have felt such a deep job satisfaction when I saved Indu Priyal. She is worthy of being saved because she is such a sweet person. She was actually literally getting sucked into a very dangerous self-destructive, obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern. Her listening to my Guruvak, my words, just saved her. I have so much job satisfaction. Whenever I liberate people from this obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern, I tell you, I can give you thousands of recently, Jyotika and Bhaktika. Bhaktika has so much anger towards everyone around her. I made a rule when the corona started in spreading in India. I sealed all the ashrams because I know even if you don't die by corona, your power manifesting ability will greatly be destroyed and drastically reduced if you are attacked by corona. So I sealed the whole ashram, all ashrams. I was so vigilant. But this Bhaktika, such cunning, extremely disobedient, anger, violence towards everyone. Bhaktika and Jyotika both. It's like a ganging up. Did not shut down the Tiruvannamalai campus just because I put them as in charge. They thought it's their ashram. Did not obey me. This just obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern. If some rule is put, we will not ask why, what, all that. We will just crash. We know how to cheat. We know how to break. So that gives a kind of a kick. Finally, who suffered? Bhaktika suffered corona. She did not die. One good thing. Good thing she is alive. But now, how much I have to work to make her do power manifestation? To recover her, to manifest powers. Same way Jyotika. So much violence on everyone around. She did not wait 5 minutes in Madurai SSJP for Annamaya to open the gate. So much anger. Oh, I have come. You can't open the door. Why are you making me wait? She just went away to Rajabalayam. They came and reported to me. I said, okay, let her face her obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern. She just fell into chicken pox. Only one pattern. I said, all right, if they are not ready to listen, I told so much. Drop this pattern. Behave yourself. Bring Paramashanta inside your space. So much I told. It's a directly guided, but did not listen. 5 minutes it took for Annamaya to open the door to let her in. Just for that 5 minutes, she can't stand out and she went away to the other campus, branch, other ashram. I said, okay, let her face her pattern. Just next day, chicken pox. Yes, she will be out of chicken pox. I will protect her, heal her, all that. But the pain, she only has to go through. I can give you thousands of examples. One of the worst pattern for Jyotika is she will be so loving and caring in the phone. Same person, if she sees in the directly, physically, face to face, she will literally destroy that person in anger and violence. She can't tolerate people. I said, this is your obsessive compulsive reactionary. Don't destroy yourself. Work on this pattern, heal yourself, and learn to live with people. If you drop this pattern and learn to live with people, you will manifest powers. She was not ready to listen. I tell you guys, some of the best people I have are those who broke all the obsessive compulsive reactionary patterns. I gave just few Guru walks to Guru Charana to break her obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern. She took 1 or 2 years to work on it, but when she broke that, she started manifesting such power. Anyone she talks, they get physically healed, mentally healed, consciously getting enriched. They become part of the Sangha. They are also enriched and they start enriching others. It's a power manifestation. I tell you guys, I can give you millions of case studies for this side. People who obeyed, who listened, and broke their obsessive compulsive behavior pattern, obsessive compulsive reactionary pattern. Same way, I can give you the example this side. People who did not listen and started judging me. Oh, he's asking me to be here, I think, to get work out of me. Who wants your work and what you guys have done? I tell you, instead of making sannyasis, if I just get people higher and make them work, if they don't work, fire, I would have achieved 1,000 times more work with 1% of the money I spent on training my sannyasis last 20 years. Last 20 years, the money I spent on training my sannyasis, time, treasure, talent, everything I spent on training my sannyasis, brahmacharis, balasans, kailasavasis. Even 1% if I spend and start hiring professionals, they would have done 1,000 times more work. In this training of the sannyasis, how much of wealth got destroyed? Not just their inefficiency, their violence. I know some of the fellows who are brahmacharis, when they are angry, they will destroy digital equipments like cameras. They will throw. I tell you, if I bothered about the productivity work, if I adopt the strategy of hire and fire, hire people, get the work done. If they don't work, fire. I would have got 1,000 times more work with just 1% of the money I spent on my sannyasis and the money they destroyed in course of their training. And not only that, these many of the Adinavasis, so-called Adinavasis who come, when they do big crimes like destroy too much money and too much things, they just disappear. Don't want to face. But they cannot escape. Karma is going to Go after them. You can't escape from karma. Only the Guru's protection will save you from karma. When you do Guru Droha and Sangha Droha, how that karma can be escaped? No one can escape from the karma of Sangha Droha or Guru Droha. Wherever they go, it will haunt them. Whatever good you have done to Guru and Sangha, that good karma will come. Same way, whatever bad you have done, that bad karma cannot be escaped. You can't escape from that bad karma. Only an enlightened being does not have karma. Only an incarnation can save you from your karma. Listen carefully. When a guru gives a guru walk, never judge him. Oh, maybe this is the reason he is telling that. That is the reason he is telling. Yes, no reason other than taking care of you, liberating you, saving you. Many times I have told people, hey, this is the time you and your husband should be away from each other. You and your mother should be away from each other. You and your brother should be away from each other. Means when there is a karma tree, karma connection running through them, one agitates the other with extreme compulsive reactionary patterns. I tell them, be away, be separated for some time. It will be good for you. Otherwise, both of you will irreparably destroy each other. Whoever listened, obeyed, they survived. When they try to give their own reason for my guidance, then who can save them? That is up to their life. Same way, sometimes I will tell people, hey, you be with this person will train you and clear all your obsessive, compulsive, reactionary patterns. That's why exactly I told Jyotika, be with Annamaya. She will exactly point your obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern, and you have a great opportunity to complete and liberate yourself. She was not ready. Then I said, all right, what can be done? Guru walk can save you from wasting years and years in pain and suffering. In your obsessive, compulsive, reactionary behaviors and patterns. Same way, not listening giving your own reasons for Guruvak and not listening to Guruvak and not breaking this obsessive, compulsive, reactionary behavior pattern, suffocating yourself. Who can save you? I don't know. Some of the best people I have seen in my life, best disciples I have produced, are the people who broke this obsessive, compulsive, reactionary behavior. Some of the worst people I have seen are not breaking this obsessive, compulsive, reactionary pattern and suffocating themselves with it and blaming everyone for it. Sometimes the instruction will be too simple. Once Dhyanatma was suffering in a pattern, I just told her, you shave your head, that's all. Just shaving the head. She became all right, completely all right from that pattern. She just saved herself. Sometimes even repeatedly advising people don't listen.